Good evening, guys. Good evening. How is everyone today? Hope everyone's doing good. Thank you very much for joining me again on the show today. We have got a load to chat about today, loads of Liverpool news. We're going to be talking about Jurgen Klopp getting a new job. Big up Jurgen Klopp. We're going to be talking about Virgil van Dijk possibly signing a 300 grand a week contract quite soon. Liverpool transfer news as well. Players at Liverpool apparently interested in a certain Egyptian striker, maybe to replace our Egyptian right winger. And unfortunately, we're going to start with this news. Jarell Quansah, what the F? Jarell Quansah, what the F are you doing, my son? But before we do all this, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that share. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, let's do this. Has everyone seen the Jarell Quansah news today? Hands up in the chat. Have you all seen the Jarell Quansah news today? Obviously getting a bit roasted online. Pardon the pun there. But yeah, let me know in the chat if you've seen this Jarell Quansah stuff. So no one's seen the Jarell Quansah stuff today. Yeah, some of you have, some of you haven't. Yeah, so Jarell Quansah, who at the time was 20 years of age, was messaging a 17-year-old girl who was going to be 18 in 3 weeks. Now, if I say that to you guys, do you think that's an issue? Does everyone think that's an issue? So Jarell Quansah at the time was 20 years of age. He was on Instagram DMing a 17-year-old girl that he apparently likes that's going to be 18 in 3 weeks. She's 18 now and he's 21 now. Does anyone think that is that an issue? Is that an issue? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. It's perfectly legal. There's nothing illegal about it. Nothing illegal about it. So it's not breaking the law exactly. There's no problem with it in my it's not a problem. Look, Jarell Quansah maybe should be chatting to 20-year-old girls, 19-year-old girls, but a 17-year-old girl is a bit. But at the time, he was 20 years of age. Now, the girl in question is now 18 years of age, and Jarell Quansah is 21. So if a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old want to talk and date and do whatever they want to do, I really don't see much issue with it, guys. I really don't. But obviously, the online world has gone into overdrive. Jarell Quansah's getting called all these names you can imagine. And for me, he's a bit of an idiot. He's probably a bit of a, he's probably a bit of a twat. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what he's done is not illegal or anything like that. But, stay off social media, Jarell Quansah. I know you're a young lad. You're 20 years of age. You're a young lad, got a bit of money, want to chat to the girls. I get it. But don't DM a girl on Instagram. What are we doing here? Leave that out, Jarell. That's, that's just, yeah, Luke Littler's girlfriend is older than him, ain't she? So ain't she 21? He was like 17 at the time. So, yeah, this is what I'm saying. The other way round, and it's fine, isn't it? But, yeah, Jarell, for me, I don't think he'd done anything wrong, personally. Most of you guys in the chat don't think. It's not illegal. Look, if she was underage, then I'd want him out the club ASAP. Do you know what I mean? If he was underage, I want him out the club ASAP. Does anyone think this will ruin his club career? Does anyone think he'll have a little bit of issue at Liverpool now with this news coming out today? Do you think Slot and all that will have a bit of an issue with it? Or do you think Slot and that would just tell him, look, keep your private life private, stop going on social media and all that sort of shit? I personally don't think the club will have an issue. There's nothing illegal going on here. He was 20 years old at the time, and I believe she was 3 weeks away from being 18. I don't, at this moment in time, they're talking right now, they're 18 and 21. They're two adults, so I don't really see I don't really see an issue of it. I don't really see an issue with it. You know, just she's literally only 2 years younger. Exactly, Michael, and over legal age of consent, obviously, as well. Yeah, exactly. Quansah's not like 40 years old chatting up a 17-year-old. That's all kinds of wrong. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I just wanted to get your perspective on it, guys. This is a Liverpool channel, and we bring up all the Liverpool stuff. So we just wanted to have a quick chat of it. Big up Gene as well. It's pretty much. It's all new age youths. No, Jamie. Little do they know how to approach a women show more balls. Yeah, big up, Gene. Exactly. This is what they do. This is what youngsters do today. So, yeah, it's not that deep at all for me. But being a Liverpool channel, I thought I'd just bring it up to you guys because it is one of our players. I personally don't think anything will happen. They're two consenting adults now. They're both 18 and 21. If they're dating, they're dating. Like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Let it be, man. Let it be. Good luck to him. He's a young guy himself. But I think with Jarell, he's just got to be a bit more careful of what he's doing in the future. You know, he is a professional athlete. He's a professional sportsman. He's going to be front page news if things comes out. It's just the way it is. So I think the club will just tell him, look, what you do in your private life is your private life. But, you know, make sure you don't do anything stupid, you know. Maybe stay off social media for a bit. But yeah, I don't want to go too much into the Jarell Quansah stuff and that, you know, it's not for me. Big up, Egal. Big up to Egal. Thank you very much, son. I appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Much love to Egal and the crew there. Yeah, but with the Quansah stuff, I'm going to leave it there, guys. For me, he's done nothing wrong. It's all cool. And yeah, we'll just leave it there. But let's talk about, look, we spoke about Trent the other night, guys, didn't we? We got to the Trent news the other night. Tonight we're going to talk about Virgil. Big up to everyone in the chat who's just coming over as well from Igal's channel. I do appreciate everyone coming over. Before we finish, yeah, big up Jean. She says, Jay, how would you have felt if it was your daughter? I would have gone. It wouldn't have bothered me so much if I'm truthful, because there's not much, you know, an 18-year-old girl and a 21-year. Like if my daughter was 18 and she was dating a 21-year-old boy, I'd probably just have a word with the guy, but I couldn't stop it because they're both grown adults. They're both adults by the eyes of the law, aren't they? So it depends. It depends. If they're a nice guy, look, the thing is though, some 21-year-old boys are absolutely immature as shit, and some 18-year-old girls are very mature. So it all depends. But yeah, I wouldn't. It wouldn't bother me too much. It wouldn't bother, as long as he looked after her and treated her correctly. The only time I'd have an issue is if he started treating her like an arsehole and being disrespectful to her, and yeah, that's the only time I'd have an issue. But as long as he's treating her correctly. But this is the day and age now of Instagram, man. It's it's a mad world, don't it? It's a mad world. You know, 21-year-old boys, let's face it, they're not the most mature. And we all know what 21-year-old boys want. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Virgil, guys. Virgil van Dijk. Rumours today that Virgil might be signing a new contract soon. There's a lot of rumours going online that it's going to be a $300,000 a week contract. How are we feeling about that, guys, in the chat? $300,000 a week from Virgil. Rumours at the moment. You know, no one's really come out and said these rumours are definite, but no one's come out so far and put these rumours to bed and sort of like, we've not heard anything. I've always had an inkling that Virgil will be the first to sign. I always had an inkling that Virgil might be the first to sign. I don't know why, but yeah, $300,000 a week, guys. How are you feeling about that? What do we reckon, chat? What do we reckon? $300,000 a week. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. He deserves it. He certainly does. Hope we do. The most important contract, in my opinion. I'm with you, Chills. He is the easiest to do. I agree, Ali. He probably is. Sign the contract, Virgil, world class. The levels are showing. Shit, making the highest paid. Yeah. Yeah, free. Apparently, yeah, but my man there, 300k for 2 to 3 seasons. Yeah, apparently so. Apparently so. Gene said, good, 2 more. Yep. Easy, more there. VVD is the most important one for me. Yeah, definitely, and me. Because he is easier to do. That's why I think he is as well. I agree. I think Virgil is the easiest deal to do. I don't think Virgil wants to leave the football club. I think Virgil is very happy at Liverpool. He's gave me no intentions of wanting to leave ever. And if you look at the way Virgil's playing right now, he's playing at a very high standard still at his age. There was a lot of fears that Virgil was done after his ACL injury. There was a lot of fears that the best of Virgil's done. Virgil's not going to be the same player anymore. Now, a year after his injury, we can all agree that he probably took a bit of time to get over it, as expected, because coming back from that sort of ACL injury is very difficult to do. It can take your prime away from you. There's no doubt about it. But it took him a year to get over it. And Virgil's mentioned it himself. I remember Virgil saying that he never wanted to leap in the air for headers because he didn't want to land down on his foot, and buckle his knee or anything like that and do damage to his knee. He always felt he didn't want to shoot. He didn't want to kick the ball. He just tried to play his way back in a year. But I think after that now, last season into this season now, he still looks like one of the best centre-backs, if not the best centre-back around at the moment. If you want to do a top 3 defenders of the world of Virgil, Rudiger and Saliba, maybe, you could all argue what position they go in. But at 33 years of age, going into 34, unless you're going to spend... how much you going to spend to replace Virgil van Dijk? Who you going to buy? There's players out there like Bastoni's and that of this world. Would he come to England? Would he leave Italy? I don't know, but I believe he's already like 27, is he? Yeah, and he's captain of the football club. He's captain of his national side. He's a leader. I know some people, including myself, was a bit worried when he was made captain. I didn't know if he had that captain leadership about him, but he certainly has. He's definitely a leader of our football club. He looks like a colossus. He's on the pitch in all that red kit with the captain's armband. He just looks like a colossus. He looks like someone you want to follow. He looks like a leader. And at this moment in time, he's playing like one. So why would you want, who you go to buy to replace Virgil right now? Maybe there is someone out there, but maybe they're not just ready yet. I'm not sure. On Virgil, it's crazy that he's the fastest Premier League player this season, over 30, and post ACL. I know. He's got his pace back as well. He's definitely got his pace back. Yeah, he's the best. He is. I think. Do you know what I think? My captain. Big up, Jean Grey. Jay, you heard about Zoe's place in Liverpool. And DM me it, man. DM me the stuff about it. I'll have a read because I've heard little bits. I've not had time to go right into it yet. So DM me the stuff, and I'll go through it. VVD is worth it. He's still a class for the next few years. Oh, no, most definitely. Most definitely. Virgil's on a... Yeah, it's a different planet right now. I'd have VVD in my all-time World 11. Big up Martin. Big up Eli says if you pay 300k a week, it's only for 3 more years, so it's not a 6-year deal. Exactly, Eli. So the club know that money's only going over a course of a couple of more years, which for me tells me they've got to do the deal. I think that's why I believe that's why Virgil's probably the easiest contract to do because of his age. And if you want to give him 300 grand a week, it's not going to be a massive contract. It's not going to be 6 years. It's probably going to be a 3-year deal. It's probably going to be 2 years added on to what he's already got. So, and they mount it up to 3 years. So he's got 8 months left of his contract. You give him a 2-year deal and you give him the extra few months added on top to make it a 3-year deal. and you just give him the 300 grand a week. I think if you're looking to give him 300 grand a week over a 6-year deal, I think that'd be a bit more difficult for the football club to do. Although it shouldn't be, but I think it would be. But a 3-year deal, 300 grand a week, I'm with you, like perfect. And I think that's why he's probably the easiest to do. And the club shouldn't even be asked, fumbling around with this. The club shouldn't even be negotiating. The club shouldn't even be trying to do anything. They should be Virgil should be going, right, my agent, get him in the room, go, right, Virgil is asking for 300 grand a week. He believes he's the best defender in the world. Even at his age right now, he's asking for a 3-year contract. And if that's the case, the club should go, perfect. That's perfect for us. We don't want Virgil going anywhere. He's the best defender in our opinion. We can't replace him. 300 grand over 3 years is nothing to us. Perfect deal. Slap it on the table. Let's get this done. It should be easy for the football club to do, in my opinion. We can't lose Virgil van Dijk, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. And they'll take how much money to get him out of there, Kingsman? This is what I'm saying. It'll take hundreds of millions. But Virgil is the easiest deal to be agreed. I think his attitude on and off the field represents a true Liverpudlian. Yeah, I agree. He's been brilliant on and off the pitch. Absolutely brilliant. I wanted Rudiger to team up with Virgil. My Twin Towers was gutted we didn't go for him. Yeah. He's doing really well at the moment. I've got to admit, he's doing really well at the moment. 35-year-old Virgil is as good as 70% of future centre backs. Is very true. Big up Craig in the chat. We're doing well. Big up John in the chat as well. Big up Dads as well. Correction. Van der Ven, Tottenham 37. Yeah, Van der Ven's the quickest, but I tell you what, Virgil ain't slow. There's no doubt about that. He's not slow. Still got a few years left him at the top. Easy stuff. Easy. Big up to Ravi in the chat as well. You're doing well. Need to get these deals done. I agree. Messi J, it's a children's hospice having to close down. Needs 5 million to build a new one. Comedians doing gigs to raise money. Apparently Liverpool, Everton in talks as well. Yeah, I mean the football club, the football clubs between them. Let's face it, could just save it. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool and Everton between them could just save the hospice easy. If John W. Henry wants to be looked in a good light, if FSG want to be looked into a good light at the moment, they save the hospice. Yeah, because it's a children's hospice that means a lot to people in the city of Liverpool, and if FSG want to be seen as the good guy for once, they could sort that out. No problem. No problem. Be at Captain Sale. I hope it's done. Yeah, hopefully, man. Be at Chapman plays in the chat as well. I don't think he's playing the first game for Argentina. He might play the second game. It's hard to find a 6'4" centre back as well. That's the same class as Virgil. Nowhere near him, lol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Madrid are looking at Saliba as well, which I think this, if Madrid are looking at William Saliba, I think it's going to be even more easier for Liverpool to sign Virgil up. Yeah, big up Kingsman. They don't give an S. You've seen the state of the Anfield area. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the Anfield area has got to do with Hicks and Gillette, though. I will say that when they tried to buy off all the houses behind Anfield, and they bought a lot of them off, they never got planning permission to knock them down. So they bought a lot of houses off, never got the planning permission to knock them down. So I can't blame that bit on them, but the rest of Anfield, I know there's news coming out from Liverpool Council. Now, the people in Liverpool might be able to tell me more about this, but I heard news about today, something about Liverpool Council are doing some stuff up around outside Anfield. Don't know, making it prettier, making it look better, putting new things in. I'm not quite sure it was because I didn't look at the article properly. So if there's any people, any scousers in the chat who know a little bit more about that, let me know, man. Jane, I think FSG will be able to secure the deals of Virgil and Salah. This will put pressure on Trent. What do you think? Yeah, man, that's a good one. We'll get to that. I'll star that, actually. I'll come back to that, Black Prince. I'll come back to that. Yeah, exactly. Just pay it up, man. Do well, I like the fact they're getting Virgil's contract. Why are they taking 25 years to get Trent sorted? I think Trent's the hardest. With the little brats Real Madrid sniffing around, we're missing about. I think that Trent's going to be difficult, if you ask me. So he began to Xabi Alonso's Galacticos 2026. Bruno's obviously because Trent is stalling on purpose. Right. So with look, there are rumours at the moment, obviously. We don't know how true these rumours are of Virgil signing a new deal at 300 grand a week. We've always said he's going to have a little bump on his contract. I believe Virgil's on 220 grand a week at this moment in time. You've got reward Virgil for what he's done for this football club and how good he is as a defender right now. You can't go into a contract scenario where you underprice him. You got to price him in the right area. You got to look at all the defenders in the world right now. What are the defenders in the world making right now? Are they as good as Virgil? Are they better than Virgil? If the answer is no, then you got to give Virgil what he's worth. You have to give him what he's worth, and if he's worth 300 grand a week for 3 years, you give him 300 grand a week for 3 years. Could you let him go in the summer and then go and buy another centre back for like 50 million? And then just give him 100 grand a week and hope and have your fingers crossed that he's good as Virgil? That's that's a bigger risk. Doing that for me is a bigger risk than just giving Virgil 300 grand a week for 3 years. Financially, buying a player for about 50, 60 million, putting him on 100, 120 grand a week that you hope is as good as Virgil is a bigger risk than just signing Virgil up to a new contract. You might as well just give Sal. You might as well just give Virgil the money. Let's not mess about me. Yeah? Let's just give Virgil the money. 300k a week. It's what he's worth. It's literally what he is worth. He's worth that money. Just give it to the man. Just give it to the man, if you ask me. Who we going to get? Like, the problem with our football club as well, guys, we'll sell to buy. Who are we going to sell to buy a new defender if Virgil's going for a free? Who are we going to sell? What, Joe Gomez? So if we sell Joe Gomez, then we need to buy 2 defenders. So if Virgil leaves for a free, we need to replace Virgil, but we need the money to buy someone to buy Virgil. So we're going to sell Joe Gomez, who will probably want to go in the summer if he's not playing. Then you've got to buy 2 defenders. It don't make any financial sense. We're not like that. Unless FSG are going to literally turn over in the middle of the night and go, you know what? We're going to change the way we run the football club. We're going to put a bit more backing into it. Unless they go, right, Virgil's going to leave, but I'll tell you what, we're going to buy you a brand new centre-back. We're going to go and get the best centre-back on market. Unless they do that, man, I don't see that happening. Then you got to just give Virgil a new deal, ain't you? You literally just got to give Virgil a new deal. Let's go through some of your questions, what you guys are saying here. It'd be hard to find someone like Virgil. It will. Look, obviously we've got to replace with Virgil eventually one day. That has to be the case. But at this moment in time, are we scouting the next Virgil van Dijk right now? Are our scouts looking at a possibility centre-back that can come in and be first choice to play alongside Konate? Because that's who we've got to buy. I don't want to go and buy a young defender who works his way into the team and eventually be his first choice. You'd have to go and buy an established centre-back. And I mean established. So if Virgil's going to leave this summer, the club needs to go out and buy someone like Bastoni. You need to go and get an established centre-back that can go and play in your team straight away. That's what they need to do. No young, no 21-year-old who's going to be good in a few years' time. That ain't good enough. If you're having a hole in your team, a big Virgil van Dijk hole in your team, you need to buy an established centre-back. And right now, there ain't many established centre-backs that are maybe gettable. So if there's no defenders out there gettable that are established that can come into that team and just partner Konate from the off, then sign Virgil back up. I mean, this is for me, the easiest contract Liverpool can do. Salah's on monster money already. Virgil's not on monster money. Salah's on monster money. And Trent looks like he might have his heart torn between Real Madrid and Liverpool right now. Virgil is basically saying every game and every interview Virgil van Dijk does, he's basically saying, just give me the contract so I can sign it. Let's just hurry this up. It's literally what he's saying. He's begging for the contract so he can just put a pen in his hand and he will sign that deal if you give him the right deal. So he's begging for it, and it'd be stupid for us not to do it, man. And in the 2 or 3 years that Virgil signed up for, go and buy a young defender while Virgil's at the football club, so then he can establish himself as Virgil's replacement when Virgil leaves. Yeah, if you want to do it that way. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. Go and look for a 23, 24-year-old centre-back you think can be the next big thing. Sign Virgil up, get that centre-back in, have him third choice if you need to. Yeah? He comes in, plays his part, and then he knows in 2 to 3 years' time, when Virgil leaves, he will be Virgil's replacement. Yeah, do it that way. That's the way the club should do it. Trent's on 180 grand a week. He's the second highest paid right back in the Premier League. Only Reece James is on more at 250. Yeah, Trent's the second highest paid right back in the Premier League. Not the second highest paid fullback, but at right back, yeah, only Reece James is on more than him. Virgil can play at least top 3 years at Liverpool. Yeah, exactly. We have to tie up VVD no matter what. Exactly. Big up to you. Yeah, it's difficult, man. It is difficult. Van Dijk hit 34.9 kilometres versus Bologna, 4th in the Champions League, top 10 in the Premier League after Van der Ven, or 35 and 35. He's quick as hell. He's quick as hell. Yeah, Trent's on 180 grand a week, man. Big money. Virgil is worth Saudi money. That's why we must keep him. I agree. Big up K-Mac. Virgil is worth what Salah earns, but I'm not sure Salah will get a pay rise. K-Mac, if you're about, I can send you a link, man. I'll send you a link, K-Mac, just in case you want to join. I don't know if you're busy, but I'll send you the link, man. Where's K-Mac here? Might be a bit late or a bit busy for you, but I sent you the link, K-Mac, just in case you want it, man. I sent you a link just in case you want it. Chills, man. Oh, we got past that, Chills. We got past that. The next is busy texting girls. Oh, dear. Virgil, 3-year contract, then at least Quansah will have 3 more years at the top quality experience. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Quansah can only get better. Exactly. Trent will not get more than Salah. That will be madness. Sorry. Yeah, again, after the England game today. Jesus. Quansah signed no deal yet. Quansah's got his deal signed and sorted. If Kanate and Virgil can play most of our 38 Premier League games, that'll be huge for us. Big up Ships Cat. Yeah, I've said this time and time again. I don't like rotating our centre backs. I don't think centre backs need to be rotated that much. They need to play together as much as possible. Obviously, you want to rest Virgil because he is a little bit older at 33. So you want to give him a bit of rest. I think there's games in the season that Virgil can miss out on and step out of the limelight for. There's some games, like he's not going to play every cup game. We've already seen that against in the last League Cup game against West Ham. He weren't playing that game. You know, the odd Champions League game he might not play either if we've got a good tie and, you know, points are in the bag already and that sort of thing. So, yeah, but them two have to play most of the season for me. I agree. Virgil, far from done exactly. Android, big up to you, man. Virgil's numbers are mental. He's priceless. Yeah, exactly. K-Mac. Exactly, Jamie. You took the one. Big up, Bruno. What the hell did Quansah do, bro? Quansah, when he was 20, was chatting to a 17-year-old who's almost 18 online. Yeah, it's pretty much nothing, but people have made a big deal out of it. If FSG ain't signing Virgil or any similar player, it once again shows FSG are running no ambition FC. Yeah, like even the biggest FSG inners will probably like crucify that. Kelly on 10k liberties. Yeah, he's not on a lot of money, but the thing is, when Kelleher signed his last contract, I think he was only a young guy, Gene. I think he was only a young guy when he signed his last deal. Virgil pass completion is 84% this season, most long balls completed too. Yeah, he's playing risky passes, Virgil, as well. They're not simple passes he plays. Who thinks FSG will spend in January, or do you believe they'll save their dollars and pennies for next summer and buy nobody in January? I don't know. We're quite good at buying players in January, I ain't gonna lie. We do seem to buy in January. Yeah, Ibu's on 75k. That's again why it's an easy contract for them to do with Ibu. I think you're looking at Canate doubling his wage there. I think he'll probably double his wage, get about 150 grand a week quite easily. Yeah, got a message, 17-year-old girl when he was 20. So, you know what I mean? It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, 5 days away from 18, exactly. It's nothing. All the other fastest players are attackers or wingers. Virgil is shifting a lot more than expect. Yeah, as I say, the 3 best defenders in the world for me right now are Virgil, Rudiger, and Saliba. You know, they're the 3 best. Let's get K-Mac in. Here he is. Here's trouble. There he is. Hello, mate.
I'm in the in-laws, mate. How you doing?
You're at the in-laws, are you?
Yeah.
Everything all right?
Yeah, good, mate. Good. Just giving the house a check over tomorrow. We're in the area, like so.
Awesome.
So really close to the move now.
You're close now, are you?
Yeah, really close.
Yeah, there's nothing better, man. Proud of you, man. Yeah. Then it's
really good news with Virgil.
Yeah, well, these are the rumours going around at the moment, so hopefully they become true. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they become true. What do you think? So the rumours going online at the moment, some people are talking about is that it looks like it could be a 300 grand a week contract from Virgil. We're hoping it's true, fingers crossed. I mean, it could be bullshit, but I think we have said personally as well, if he's going to sign a new deal, it's going to be 300k for 3 years, ain't it?
Yeah, it made sense that he was going to get something closer to Salah's because he should have anyway. Let's be honest. Like he's influential. Like I'm surprised. I'm surprised Ali's not on what Virgil's on. If I'm honest, like it seems to be a thing where Brazilian players, South American players, are paid lower wages than others for some reason. It seems like you can get them on lower numbers because they're obviously from South America. It does make sense. Like if it's 300k, I can't see Salah getting more. I just can't. I think it'll probably just be the same.
Yeah.
Or might be a bonus thing. Reduce it like to Virgil's. Like a 300k salary cap will be a great idea because then you can bring Salah down to 3 and then you can bump Trent up to 3 and then you've got all your mainstays on 300k and then if you do renew Canate will probably go up to what Trent's on, what Trent used to be on, maybe 180. You know what I mean? The cycle like that.
Yeah, I think they're looking at changing the wage structure a little bit.
I think they know taking away incentives. You know, I think
they need to. It's what kills us.
They're ridiculous.
It's what kills that. It's what
and
kills
also agent fees. agent fees are probably going out the window as well.
I think we pay the third highest agent fees in the Premier League.
Crazy.
And the incentives, that's why our wage bill is so high.
Yeah.
And that's why our profit margin is so small, because we pay too many incentives on bonuses. Now, I understood why they did it to start with, to, boost these players up a bit. If you win things, you get this. But now we're at that level now. I don't think you need the incentive bonuses anymore.
No.
I think you're just taking away and giving basic bonuses. I think as a group of players, like, you get a bonus if you win things, like most teams do. If you win a league or something like that, you get £1 million each or something like that. That's usually what happens anyway. But the incentive bonuses are mad. I mean, the rumours are with most contracts, these incentive bonuses almost take me about 800 grand a week.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
It's a lot.
You wonder why he wants to stay on the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you now, he has a bonus for goals. There's no doubt about it.
He's probably got some weird thing in there, where he doesn't get paid like his extra bonus for appearance if he stays on the pitch, if he comes off the pitch before 80 minutes.
Yeah. It's quite crazy. I'm surprised. Because when we look at our profit margins are always small because our wage budget is so high. It's the highest.
I will tell you something about Mo, though, that people probably don't know, and you can Google this. I think he's the 8th. I think he's probably voted 8th for the most money that he gives to charity.
Yeah, he gives a lot
in the world as a sportsman. I think he's like 8th, maybe a bit lower. Yeah, it's an insane amount of money. I think he gives away about 9 million a year or something for charity.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, let's be honest, like, he deserves everything he gets. Like Ronaldo gives away a lot as well,
Yeah.
As much as everyone hates the guy, like, he gives away a huge amount of money to UNICEF.
I mean, it's a tax write-off at the same time.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say that. Yeah.
They look at that 40% tax deduction. They're like, how do I get out of this? And like, right, if you do this,
I'll give a load to charity. I'll set up my own charity. No,
there you go.
We're not going there. We're not going there.
That's why a lot of the big players don't come to England, by the way, because of that. That's also why
you just buy your village like Mane did.
Just buy a village out. But yeah, we're fingers crossed. I think Virgil, like we were saying just now, came out that Virgil's probably the easiest to do because of his age, and his love for the football club. And it looks like if you just put the contract in front of him today, he'd sign it, sort of thing. Every interview he basically does, he just says, I basically want to stay. I don't want to go anywhere.
I also feel the fact that I think Virgil just feels at home, like he's the captain. He's working with more Dutch players. Like he's got a Dutch manager. He's got Dutch, like the assistant manager who he's worked with at Holland for God knows how many years. Is our assistant. Like it must feel like quite a homely place now, and he probably does like just walk around talking Dutch as well. Yeah. There's so many people there that are Dutch. So I think that probably really helps him. And is he that type of guy that wants to relocate? Like he's been with the club for so long. Don't some of his kids talk Scouse? Like, or is that?
I think Mo said. No, I think Mo said. Yeah, I think Mo said his daughter born in Liverpool, weren't she? So
yeah, his daughter born in Liverpool.
She's a Scouser. That's why he don't want to go anywhere. I literally don't think any three of them want to go there. I just think Trent's the most torn. I think Trent's the most torn. I think Trent wants to stay, but he's the most torn because he's the only one who's actually got any. With Virgil and Mo,
Did you hear that interview? Did you hear Trent's interview?
With ITV yesterday?
Oh, that didn't feel good.
When he said he was talking to Eze on the bus about stuff,
that was wild.
It's like he was contemplating his future.
Yeah, that was
The
wild.
way he
I was
said
like,
it,
what are you talking about? You're never going to win anything again. Like,
yeah, and
Eze
he
must
said,
have been like, mate, I haven't won anything.
yeah, I thought I was taking the piss out of Eze, really. It's like
wild.
It's like he sounded like he was contemplating his future, like
It
really
really
contemplating
did.
it.
It did, didn't it?
And I can understand. Like I said yesterday, or yesterday or the day before when I did my last video about Trent, and I said I can understand. Well, I think we did it together. We did it together, didn't we? We can understand why Trent wants to go. He's torn at this moment in time, and that's fair for Trent. But I will say for Virgil or Mo, we have heard no clubs linked to Virgil or Mo. No clubs.
Nothing.
I know there's always Saudi talk, but I've not actually seen any proof that any Saudi club are in for Mo.
I also haven't seen any Saudi club paying big money for anyone, really.
No, the money they'd have to pay for Mo would be mad,
Like they bought Diaby, didn't they, from Villa? But wasn't that something that was probably lined up the year before that as well? Because I think that club wanted him the year before.
Yeah, they put Diaby on good money, but that'd be pennies to what they'd give Mo. And I don't think they can do it.
The Mo and Virgil thing, it feels like genuinely to the chat as well. Like it feels like Edwards and Hughes have come in and gone, look, guys, like we know your contract's running out. Like, is this a priority? Are we going to be all right to like just get everything else done because we've got a million other things that we need to sort out first? And you have to remember as well, Edwards is really close to Salah and also Virgil. Like they're his babies. Like they are the players that he worked really hard to get in,
especially the Virgil one.
Especially Virgil. That was ahead of Man City. So I think maybe they've just gone like that to the agents. Look, are they all right if we get them done just before December? Like, are they okay? And they've probably gone, yeah, they're fine. And they've gone, okay, then we need to get everything else sorted. And I think the Trent one's probably been going on for a while.
Yeah,
I just hope it's not going to be passed now. I just hope.
Trent said he wants everything done quietly, and since he said that, he's been doing interview after interview.
Yeah, I know. Did you also hear the other thing he said as well, which I really didn't like, which is where he talked about where he wants to play and how he wants to play, and he's like, "Look, I just want freedom." I'm like, "You ain't gonna get freedom with Slot, mate."
Yeah, it's again for England today. It was atrocious.
But England were atrocious.
England were absolute dog shit. It was terrible. No, I think you and me have said we want Trent to stay, but I think we can all understand his argument to want to go to Real Madrid. If he goes to Real Madrid tomorrow, he's probably going to win another Champions League sometime in the next couple of years, 3 years, no doubt about it. He's probably going to win a league title as well. Is he going to do that at Liverpool in the next 3 years? That's probably what he's thinking. And because he's 26, he's got so much more football to go. If he signs a 6-year deal at Liverpool, that's why he's having that chat with Eze. He's thinking, if I sign a 6-year deal at Liverpool, I might not win another trophy.
Yeah, and he's hitting his prime. Yeah, he thinks he's hitting his prime now.
And I might not hit another trophy.
And he also said, and look, I don't want this to be a Trent show, but he did also say, I don't want to be remembered as the guy that won all the trophies when I was young.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you did win all the trophies when you were young.
He was a superstar.
You were a superstar when you were young.
Absolute superstar.
And he also said, I want to be remembered for my legacy. And this was something that I've talked to a number of people about. Trent wants to have a legacy. Is he going to have a legacy at Liverpool? Or can he have a legacy at Liverpool? Because can we give him, can we basically say to him, look, we're going to compete, we're going to win trophies, because we haven't got the time to show him that we are, because we've only got about 3 months.
And that's why for Virgil and Salah it's different, because they're older.
It's different.
Yeah, they're different. They're signing their last contract probably. So for For them, it's different. They signed their last contract. They're stable. They've got family. They've got kids. They're settled in the city. They're settled at the football club. They're settled at the area. They're at an age now where they just want a bit of, they just want support from the football club. And you give them that, and they're probably going to sign the contract. But with Trent, he's ambitious. He's 26. He's a talent. We know how good he is. And he knows how good he is. And he's talking about legacy and all this stuff. And if he went to Real Madrid and played there for the next 8 years, he's probably going to win another couple of Champions Leagues and a few league titles.
Yeah.
And then that's legacy, ain't it? And he's doing it at Real Madrid. So I understand Trent. This is why I'm not going to be angry at Trent if he leaves.
No, I'm not angry at him either.
I understand
I'm angry at what happened for him to be able to get down to this.
Yeah,
that's what I'm angry about.
He shouldn't be where he's at. There's no doubt.
Never have happened. Never. Not with Trent. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mickey. That's what we're saying. If he wants to leave because of them reasons and continue a legacy at Real Madrid that he can leave behind, we understand it. Yeah, it's different. It's different for him. Like with Virgil and Molo, back to Virgil, I think he is the easiest of the three to sign because of how old he is. Yeah. And with these Madrid and Saliba rumours, I just don't think they're looking at Virgil in a free transfer. I think we'd have heard things by now. You can't keep that quiet if Madrid really wanted Virgil.
I genuinely believe that when that conversation was had, which was probably when they came in, and they said, "Look, do we need to worry about these two? Can we get these two signed up again, and we'll give them extensions like 2 or 3 years?" And the agent's probably gone, "Yeah, don't worry about them." Then it's a case of, okay, we don't need to sell them, because if they'd have turned around and gone, no, they want 4-year contracts and they want this and that, and they would have just gone, okay, then we'll just sell them because we'll get 100 million for Salah and maybe 60 for Virgil. I just think they would have. I can't see Edwards just letting them walk out the door for free when he clearly said that any players that weren't going to sign a new contract and were going to go into their 12 months, we were going to sell. We weren't going to let that happen. And that was said in the press conference when Slot arrived with Hughes.
Yeah, let's get a poll in the chat going. I want people to give me thumbs up if you think Trent's staying, thumbs down if you think Trent's leaving. I want to hear from everyone in the chat. There's 190 people here. Thumbs up in the chat if Trent's staying. Thumbs down in the chat if you think Trent's leaving, guys. Let's get that going. He could never. He would have to move his whole family off. It would be if he disrespected Liverpool. Yeah, go disrespect Liverpool.
If he leaves, he's not disrespecting Liverpool for me.
He just wants to grow his legacy at Real Madrid, and I'm fine with that.
Like we can't guarantee him. We can't guarantee him like Champions Leagues and league titles. We can't, because we just don't know. Like we've literally just got a new manager, a new COO, a new sporting director, and completely new medical and coaching team. Like literally, like we're not guaranteed anything. Like we've started like a house on fire, and we look brilliant, by the way. Like that looks amazing, but we can't guarantee him it. But Real Madrid can guarantee him Champions League like every year. Yeah, they can guarantee him probably one of those Spanish Cups every year, and either first or second in the league.
Yeah, it's such a massive pull. I think if Trent weren't a Scouser, I think this would be an easier decision for him to make. So we've got 1 no, 2 no's, 1 yes, 3 no's.
Ooh, I didn't expect it to be that many thumbs down.
Wow, thumbs down, guys.
They obviously watched that interview, Jamie.
Yeah, Trent turning Socrates to turn his move. Thumb down. Jane Gray, don't think he's going to stay either.
Oh, you're really positive as well, Jen.
Double thumbs down.
No.
Any club, any player, agent knows negotiating new contract is better position to get stronger. A hand timing is part of that. Yeah, that's why we said with these three guys who a year to go, it's going to be very hard to sign them all up. That's why we always said that. Jenny FC says thumbs down as well.
That is an amazing comment by Minerals, by the way. Big up Minerals. Hope you're well, mate.
Thumbs down from me. Raul cannot.
He's talking about Champions League. Big up Quasi.
All right.
It's true. It's true. They can't. They can't.
If he commits to the greatest sin of all, enjoy. No, he'd never do that. He'd never do that. Not that I want him to go, but if I was a betting man, yeah, I hear that. It's where we've left ourselves. This is where we've left ourselves, guys. Gavin says he's leaving. Andre says he's staying. Is Trent starting like Steve Cheese? No, 5.
I'm not sure it'll go as close to the wire because that was a transfer, wasn't it?
So after the Champions League final,
wasn't that like a £32 million transfer as well, or something like that?
Yeah,
how much was that bid?
Massive at the time.
Yeah, it was massive at the time.
So the Champions League final, Stevie was captain. We won the Champions League. Stevie, when he got back after his holiday, wanted to sign a new contract with Liverpool. But they signed Didi Hamann first, if I remember rightly. And Steve got annoyed by that.
Yeah.
I think so he thought the club didn't want him. I think this is what Stevie has said on the interviews before. So he felt like the club didn't want him and that Rafa didn't want him. So he might as well try and go to Chelsea because he wanted to play for Mourinho. And when people found out he was signing for Chelsea, it looked like it was done. Remember, it was all over the Sky Sports News. It's everywhere. Stevie Gerrard to Chelsea's almost done. They're trying to put medicals and stuff like that. And
wasn't he on his way down?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we had the burning of Steven Gerrard shirts. Do you remember?
Oh my God, that is
people burning Gerrard shirts and all that. And then a few hours later, Stevie changed his mind. So I remember Rick Parry apparently had an emergency phone call with him. Do you remember Rick Parry was seen leaving Anfield running into a car, and he was having a meeting and he had an emergency meeting with Stevie and got him to change his mind, and then they gave him a brand new deal, and then he stayed. So yeah, that was madness. That was madness. That was.
I'll tell you what.
I don't think it'd get like that, but
no. I tell you what. We did some things really badly. Then, like Rick Parry and David Ayre were atrocious.
Oh yeah, they were terrible. It's like Steve McManaman's contract. You know, Steve McManaman never wanted
flog him
to leave
Barcelona behind his back.
McManaman never wanted to leave Liverpool.
No,
he wanted to stay, but he didn't feel like the contract they offered him was showing that they wanted to keep him.
No, we were trying to penny pinch. We were trying to use him because he was a youth player. We were just like, and
he didn't feel like he was wanted and all that. So
he was one of the best players in the world at the time. Like
he was quality left winger.
He was unbelievable for us back then, and he was great for Real Madrid. Like he won two trophies with them, 2 league titles.
Did he get the winning goal in the Champions League final as well?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he scored 2 in the Champions League, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he was like. I think
two trainers. Yeah. Look, it worked out for him.
It worked out great for him.
I just feel in my bones he doesn't move the same. Did you see him blast the ball at England's game when Greece scored their second goal? He's had I've been saying this for a while now, for about a year or so now. Trent mentally don't look right. I don't know if everyone else agrees in the chat. Okay, Mick agrees, but there's something mentally that don't look quite right about Trent the last 12 months. Like he's getting annoyed on the pitch. He's having a go at referees all the time now. He's being petulant on the pitch at times, like kicking the ball out of play and things. And he's always yapping.
How many yellow cards does he have for kicking the ball away now?
It seems like he's out of. It don't seem like the same old Trent. I don't know what it is. And when you hear his interviews, he just don't sound. He sounds down. Even that interview on ITV Sport that he gave yesterday, he looks down. He sounds down.
Like the weird thing about it, he looks like he's suffering with depression. I mean, he has just broken up with his girlfriend, Jude Law's daughter. He has just broken up with her.
How did he broke up?
And they were together for a while, but I don't know. It's a weird one. Like he's broken up with her, Martin. I know you said that that he's with her, but they're split up. They split up. But I don't know. It's a really interesting one. Like
there is a lot of pressure.
Maybe you know, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to be at Liverpool anymore. Like, you know, all of that's kind of got to him. Like,
look, he could be really torn. He could be. It will get you.
So many years under Klopp, and then he walks.
He's a homegrown player. He's playing for the club he loves and adores. He's a Scouser through and through. He was born in West Derby, weren't he? You know, up the road. You know, he's Liverpool through and through. He's playing for his boyhood club. He lives in the area.
20 years, he said. In that
6 years old he started at Liverpool, wasn't he?
Yeah, 20 years.
His life has been there. And I think it's a point in his career now where he's physically torn. I think he wants to stay at Liverpool. But when you hear things in interviews when he said he sat next to Eze and spoke about legacy and spoke about I might not win no more trophies and stuff like that, it sounds like a guy who's not sure what he wants to do. It sounds like a guy who's not sure what he wants to do. And that can put so much pressure on him.
100%.
And he looks like he's playing with pressure at the moment. He looks like he's feeling it at the moment. And that's why we're not seeing... We see Trent in bits and pieces when he plays at times. He can be amazing. And then he just looks... I think Trent just needs to, for his own conscience, sort it out. Either tell the club, whatever you give me, do you know what? I just want to go Real Madrid. And if they sort it out, they sort it out. Or he just tells the club, look, I desperately want to stay here. This is my club. I feel like I can be a legend, like Steven Gerrard, like Kenny Dalglish, like Graham Souness. I can be Emin Hughes, Ron Yates. I can be a legend up with them. So give me the contract. Let's do this. You know, then it's also up to the club to give him the financial benefit that he feels like he's worth. You know,
I think
everything.
I think the interesting thing as well, and you know, I've been I know, yeah. I knew someone had just mentioned that.
Can you imagine it? Crossing the ball to Darwin or crossing the ball to Mbappe.
He's sick of him being offside. That's the reason why. He comes out and says, the reason why I'm not signing any contract is because Darwin Núñez keeps on running offside.
Yeah. So
the thing I was going to say was...
I agree, Gene.
He might have really got a lot of hate from the fans as well.
I hope he don't, because he don't deserve that.
And that could be another thing, because he has divided the fans. Like,
he's not done nothing wrong, though. He's done nothing wrong. It's not his fault he's got 1 year left.
It's not his fault. It isn't his fault at all.
It's crazy if people come for Trent, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, he's such a good footballer, and if the club are not looking after him, he'll go for another club that will. You know, it's just... I can't blame Trent at all, man. It's just madness blaming Trent.
No.
Sounds like a Darwin Farley sketch. But yeah, that what Gene says there. This is true. Yeah, it's his loyalty to Liverpool that's killing him mentally. It is. It is. That's what I'm saying. If he weren't a Scouser, I think it'd be a lot easier for him. You know, he play. That's why when you look at Virgil and Salah, they're playing with so much freedom. Look at them two compared to Trent.
Yeah.
Look at all three of them. All got 1 year left in the deal. Look at
the one. He said that thing about shackles as well, didn't he?
Yeah. And Virgil and Salah play with so much freedom. Yeah, Salah's not in great form at the moment. He still plays with freedom. He's still allowed to be. He's allowed to be Mo Salah and do what he wants, basically. You know, and Virgil, look how good Virgil is at the moment. It's not hurting them at the moment. It's not killing them at the moment. But it looks like it's doing something to Trent right now, and he's not sure where his future lies. To me, that's what it's looking like at the moment. But talking about Salah, if Mo Salah leaves, we might be replacing him with another Egyptian striker.
He plays on the left, though, you know.
Yeah, he can play left and centre forward, can't he? Is it Omar? Oh, what's his name?
Marmoush.
He's
got 15 GA this season, 9 goals.
Has he?
Yeah, crazy. But he's a bit of a journeyman, though, mate. He's done like about 4 loans in the last
Yeah,
5 years.
He's sort of just coming good there, ain't he?
Yeah, it's a little bit like it's a little bit like when we signed Salah. It just clicked. He got like 32 goals, didn't he? The season we signed him at
Yeah.
Roma. It just clicked. Like it could be the same. Like I don't know. He's not a George Smack signing at Wolfsburg, by the way. If anyone wondered, he got there the year before Smack signed. He looks like a good player though. Like, but I think it's Kudus. I think if we get anyone, we get Kudus, mate.
Yeah, there's been rumours about Kudus.
I really just do. The reason why I say it is because of we've still got a lot of our scouts who make a lot of decisions in the club, and Kudus was the guy, and Nkunku was the guy. Like if it wasn't for Klopp and Linders, we'd have had Kudus and Nkunku as our two forwards, like instead of Gakpo and Nunes. But you know, I don't know where we'd be if we got those two.
No,
you might have won the Prem last season. I don't know.
See, with Kudus is Kudus for everyone. Let's face it. Kudus has got Liverpool written all over him.
He was 34 million quid, mate. It pisses me off. Like it really does.
It just seems like he's a Liverpool player, but so does Omar Marmoush. By the way, so I'm looking at him this season. So Marmoush, he's played 6 games and scored 8 goals in Bundesliga so far. He's got 9 goals in 9 appearances in all competitions and 6 assists. He's on fire at the moment. For Frankfurt, he's played 50 games for Frankfurt and he's got 26 goals and 12 assists. So it's 1 in 2 guys. That's not bad, you know. But before that,
he's never been injured either. By the way, he's never been injured. He's another Salah. He's never injured.
This is his breakthrough season, really, because at Wolfsburg he played 48 games, 8 goals, 1 assist. Stuttgart, 21 games, 3 goals, 5 assists.
Yeah, not
FC St. Paul, he got 21 games, 7 goals. So this is really his breakout season. He's 25 years of age.
Palau was in the 2nd division, by the way.
Yeah, so let's not count that. So obviously, great start to his Frankfurt career. He's obviously blossoming. He's doing well this season. He's just turned 25. I'm not quite sure on that one, to be fair. Apparently, Liverpool are very interested in him. They've kept a lot of tabs on him. He's had 32 caps for Egypt, 6 goals. You know, he prefers to play centre forward. I don't know. I mean,
he's left-footed, isn't he? He is left-footed, isn't he?
Yeah, let me have a look. I think he is, yeah, left-footed, yeah. So, thing is, though, would he actually be much better than Darwin Núñez?
Well, I don't think we play him down the centre, would we? Well, I think my nan. I think my nan would be better than Darwin Núñez right now.
Yeah, I mean Darwin's not.
She's like 86.
Right now. He's definitely not that player right now. I don't know about him. Who's the other one we're after as well? Is it the Borussia Dortmund winger as well?
Oh, I really don't want him.
Is it?
I don't want him. He's got an injury record on Transfermarkt, which is 2 pages long, and he's only 22.
Yeah,
that's scary.
I'm not a big fan. Yeah, West Ham want crazy money for Kudus. They will.
85 mil. The release clause kicks in next year.
Yeah, I think Liverpool need to go. If Salah leaves, go get Kudus. Go and kick Chiesa and go and get Kudus. There, so you got Chiesa and Kudus on that side. Jota and Darwin through the middle, and then your 2 left wingers and Diaz and Gakpo. If you go that way, because Kudus can also play the 10 as well. He's very versatile. There's no doubt about that. So, yeah, Liverpool.
The guy I would love to replace Núñez is Boniface. I think he's sensational.
Yeah.
Victor Boniface plays for Xabi Alonso's team. He's got everything. He's got every single tool in the bag. Like, and he scores with pretty much every shot he takes.
Yeah.
So clinical. And the guy that Mac LFC talked about as well, Semenyo, he is on our list as well.
Yeah, the Bournemouth player.
Yeah, and he's still really young. I think he's only like 22.
I don't know if Liverpool are looking at Mbeumo either.
I think he's a really good player as well. Like, I genuinely do.
I like
he's
Mbeumo.
really stepped up.
Scores goals, man.
Really stepped up. Have you seen some of his goals he scored this season? Like,
yeah, he's strong.
In the first minute of the game, he scored like 3.
I think he ticks a lot of boxes because he's strong, he's quick,
yeah,
and he can get goals, and he's got good variety to his play. So he is someone that Liverpool might look at. I'm just wondering, under a slot system, I actually think Mbeumo would play better under a slot system than he would a Klopp system. Yeah. I think Mbeumo could be a good player. Boniface is slow as. Yeah, Darwin's our quickest player though. So I mean, sometimes it don't matter about pace if you pick up the right positions, if that makes sense. Yeah, Boniface is a good in front of goal man. So is Gyökeres for Sporting Lisbon. There's not many great centre forwards in the world right now. We're not blessed in the world right now for amazing centre forwards. But if you're replacing Mo Salah, you have to get someone in who's, for me, the legit thing. So if you're going for someone like a Kudos, I think that pleases most of the fan base. Most of the fan base go, "Oh, right, you got Kudos. Okay, I'll give you that. All right."
Yeah,
I think if you're getting Mbeumo in, I think some fans will be like, "Yeah, it's an intelligent bit of business." Some fans will be, "You got him in to replace Mo." So, but with Kudos, I think the majority of the fan base will be, "Oh, okay." I know someone said earlier that he goes missing in games sometimes. That is true, but then you got to see how he plays for West Ham compared to how he might play for Liverpool. Might be a bit different. You know,
he's probably been their best player this season, but they have been garbage this season.
And he plays left wing, centre forward, number 10, and right wing.
Yeah.
And
he has to go hunting. He has to go hunting for the ball most of the time. Like,
yeah, I think
like he thrived under Moyes. Like, even a Moyes system, he was still scored. I think he scored like, I think he got 36 GA in his first in his first season. If I'm correct, he got really good numbers in his first season under a Moyes, and then obviously they've got that guy in who's just not a great manager. Like, the problem with West Ham is they've got loads of players which suit Moyes, and even the players they signed suited the way Moyes played. But this new guy, they haven't got the players to suit how he plays.
No.
You can't go man to man all over the park with the players they've got. They're not those type of players.
No.
So they're gonna get tonked. I mean, they did win 4-1 at the weekend, but we'll see.
Yeah, West Ham they're a weird side, man. Let's be fair.
I think their director of football is better than the manager. That's the problem.
Who have they got?
They've got Tim Steeden, who's the guy that
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, that's the manager's son at Porto, isn't it? There's a certain Porto midfielder at Liverpool.
Juve, isn't he? He's doing all right at Juve.
Yeah, there's a certain Porto midfielder that Liverpool might be after yet.
He's just signed a new contract. Duran.
Yeah, Duran. Look, Duran. The thing with Duran, the only thing I will say Duran at the moment, is it a purple patch of Duran? You know, most of his goals come off the bench.
Isn't he still only 20 though?
Yeah, he's a 20-year-old. I just, I don't want to fall the same mistake as we did with Darwin. He had that great year. We buy him. You know, Darwin scored 32 goals that season. We bought him. We all thought we were buying a legit centre forward. I think Duran's going to be quality, but I want to see him how he starts 10 or 15 games. If he starts 10 or 15 games in a row as their main striker, I'd like to see like what the goal return is then, because at the moment a lot of his goals are off the bench, ain't they? And they're clutch. But
a lot of his goals are 35-yarders.
Yeah, he's smashing things, and he's a quality player. I got no doubts about him. I think he's going to have a great future. But I just really want to be careful on them sort of players right now.
Like they had like 32 bids for him. That's insane. How many clubs were after him, Duran?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he nearly went to Chelsea, by the way. Like, he was really close to going to Chelsea. Like, really close.
Interesting. I agree. He does look promising, though, Duran. There's no doubt about it, man. There's no doubt about it. Right, before we finish up, let's talk about Jurgen Klopp.
I was wondering when this was going to come.
So, Mr. Jurgen Klopp's got a new job at the Red Bull side of things. He's the managing director? What is he?
Isn't he like? Isn't he like operations manager or something?
Yeah, let me just
operations.
I want to make sure I get all this right.
Head of development, I think.
Yeah, at Sporting.
Yeah. Head of Sporting. How long did he wait to get another job? How many months?
7.
7 months.
Okay. Yeah,
is all forgiven? Is everything forgiven in the chat?
I mean,
taking another job after 6 months.
I said he would take another job within a year.
I said 3 months.
Yeah, he did at Borussia Dortmund and Liverpool as well.
Head of global soccer. Head of global soccer.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp will assume the role of global head of soccer at the Red Bulls starting on January the 1st. So obviously,
what is that job?
There's 4.
Is that just a made-up role?
I think it's very similar to what Gerard Houllier had when he was there.
Gerard Houllier did that job.
He did it for France, didn't he? He searched for the best talent in France. So all that talent you saw coming through in the early 90s and the early 2000s, Gerard Houllier found them players. That was what his job was for France. So that's what sort of job Klopp's doing. It's an office job. You know, it's less strenuous. There's no stress on him.
And then Houllier signed some absolute plums for Liverpool.
Yeah, well, he thought they were going the next best thing, didn't he?
Was it Litalik? Do you remember him?
Yeah, Litalik and Simnar Pongo and all that sort of shit. He's got an office job.
10 players. About 10 players.
Yeah, good luck to Jurgen. He's got his office job. I hope he does well. The only thing I will say is, I swear he said he didn't like multi-owned sides.
Can I drop it? Can I drop you a bombshell that I think will happen? I'm gonna predict the future with my crystal ball.
Pep Linders ain't getting sacked. Let's just put it that way.
I give it 6 months, and he'll end up being the manager of Dortmund.
Well, I don't know. Dortmund hate him now, apparently.
Well, he's working for them.
No, Dortmund.
Was it Leipzig? Is he at Leipzig?
So Red Bull is Leipzig, New York Red Bulls, Red Bull Salzburg.
No, but he's in Germany, isn't he? He's based in Germany.
Red Bull Leipzig and Red Bull, I think a team in Argentina, but the 3 ones are Leipzig, New York, and Salzburg.
6 months. 6 months, and he's manager of Leipzig.
The other day, I said I was on Combat. I was on Cal's Combat UFC channel on Combat Catch Up the other day with Cal and Luke, and when we finished our show, I said after an agreement, I said I wouldn't be shocked if Jurgen Klopp took the Salzburg job eventually, right? And then the day later, this came out that he's going to be head of Red Bull. You know, it's just you know,
getting closer.
Yeah, like it. Apparently, Dortmund fans are upset with him because Dortmund hate Leipzig, don't they? Because Leipzig are not, I think they're the only club in Germany that are not fan owned.
No, they're not fan owned.
So they're not very well liked, and apparently Dortmund can't stand Leipzig. So apparently, rumours are that some Dortmund fans are not happy with Klopp. I don't know if that's true or not. I could give a shit, man. I'll say good luck to him. If he wants to, I've said it. I don't think he'll be a club manager. I'll be shocked if he does take club management again. But the problem is, if Salzburg and Leipzig or Red Bull New York or any of them need a manager, he's right there. He knows everything, and he'll know everything about the clubs because that's his job now.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if he was Leipzig manager. It wouldn't shock me, but I don't know.
It wouldn't shock me if Linda's got sacked this year, though.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, is Linda's going to get sacked under? Now Klopp's.
They're like fourth. They're like fourth in the table.
They keep getting smashed. They keep getting smashed.
Yeah, they got smashed by the team that was top 5-0. Like that's like that's like Ten Hag stuff.
So the only thing about Klopp that came
he's got a release clause for the Germany job.
Yeah, he's got a release clause for the German national job, whatever comes up. That's what Klopp wants to be. He wants to be. I think that's perfect for Jurgen, German national manager, because it suits his lifestyle, man.
Oh man, imagine if England get Germany in a final and Klopp's the manager.
I would be surprised if Klopp won a World Cup.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
It wouldn't shock me. So the only other bit of news that I saw today, I don't know if anyone else saw this. So, according to a German newspaper, is that Klopp was going to sign this contract to be the head of the Red Bull teams back in 2022. So that's according to a certain German newspaper that put stuff out today. So, I don't know if anyone else has seen it online.
So that was before he signed that was before he signed the extension with us.
Yeah. So that's when he was thinking about, should I sign an extension? Then he signed to 2026.
Interesting.
So I'm personally not quite sure about that. It might have been.
To be honest now, mate, I'm not really looking at the history now. Like,
no. Do you know what it probably was?
What it is. Like, we did amazing things. We did a lot of shit things in the end, but
I think what it was. I wouldn't be surprised if Red Bull went and spoke to Jurgen, knowing that his contract was coming to an end at the time. Yeah, he said we might have talks, and then he signed his new Liverpool deal, and then talks went away, and now he's not at Liverpool anymore. Red Bull signed him up. I think that's probably what it was. There is no way in hell Jurgen would have signed a contract when he was still at Liverpool manager. And I don't think FSG would have allowed it, guys.
No way.
So, yeah, I think that's just a BS.
What I hope now, though, mate,
German media.
What I hope now is now that he's took another job, we can just stop talking about him, let him get on with it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just fed up of reporters, I'm fed up of journalists, I'm fed up of everyone talking about Klopp and not talking about Slot. Like,
yeah, it's not me making this up, by the way, guys. It was a German publication. It was on social media today. I personally feel like they probably did want him. Then he signed a new contract at Liverpool, and then it just went away. And I think this German publication are just trying to stir shit up, Big up Solo.
They're probably from Dortmund. They're probably from Dortmund.
Yeah, probably from Dortmund. Pissed off, yeah. Yeah, good luck to Jurgen, man. He's got a new job. And
that's funny. Someone's just wrote in the chat. Wait, just realised Klopp is still Pep's boss.
Yeah. Pep, right? That's what Pep wants, though, isn't it? Pep
can't get away from him.
Pep and Klopp for it. Look, he's got a new office job. I hope he does well, man. I hope he does well. Look, I personally don't think we'll see him on the touchline for a club side again, but I expect by the time the next World Cup comes along, I reckon it'd be German national manager. So that
maybe Maybe he can do what George Smack did and work remotely from a villa somewhere.
Well,
maybe
in this office job,
one that he bought.
Yeah, I mean, in this job, he's just going to be looking over the next future stars of Red Bull and the scouting systems, and and all football operations basically in the Red Bull franchise. So, good luck to him, man. I hope he does well. But yeah, I just want to move as a fan. I just want to move on from the Jurgen Klopp stuff.
Yeah, me too.
He done great for us. He's a legend for us.
Yeah.
Always will be. He'll probably get his statue outside Anfield one day. But, Arne Slot's our manager now, and I just feel like we just, I get sick and tired when the press and the media keep giving him a Jurgen Klopp question to Arne Slot. I think he's a bit insulting. I think it's a bit out of order.
I do.
Just got to leave it be, man. Just got to leave it be. Yeah, Klopp's a double agent. Can you remember? Doing the things for us. Yeah, Arne's doing great, man. Arne's doing great. I love the way Arne answered that 12:30 p.m. question as well, when he says, "I train at 12:30, so if I'm moaning about it, I'm a stupid manager." A lot of people took that as a dig. I just thought he was just talking from the hip.
He did actually say in the actual interview afterwards that he was pissed off with them as well.
Yeah, he doesn't want 12:30 kickoffs. You reckon a manager wants 12:30 kickoffs? You mad?
The thing about it as well, and I can't remember what channel I watched this on, but if they're giving us loads of early kickoffs, have you actually seen the stat? We're had
very
more
good at
12:30s than 3 o'clocks.
Yeah, I know. It's mad.
Isn't that bonkers? That is bonkers.
Since the 18-19 season, I believe.
The 18-19 season.
We've had more 12:30 kickoffs than 3 o'clock kickoffs.
And the majority of our 12:30 kickoffs are straight after European games, by the way.
And we win them as well.
And we win them, which is ridiculous.
I think we got a 90% win rate in 12:30 kickoffs.
It's the amount of stress that you have to put your players through because they've got such a short amount of space of time.
Well,
the thing is,
at a weird time, ain't you? You got to eat chicken and pasta at 9 a.m. Who wants to do that?
Exactly, mate. And the thing is as well, which I heard this on a channel, like big up the channel. I can't remember what it was, but they basically said if they're giving us 12:30 kickoffs all the time because of the match revenue and because of the amount of people that want to watch us, then we should get more money.
Yeah,
because we're the prime time view. Like, so we should actually get a bigger cut of the TV money because they're tuning in to watch us at 12:30. Like, you know what I mean? And we're the ones that are on the TV more than anyone else.
Yeah, Liverpool should have got more TV.
And we literally should say, well, we're not doing it anymore unless you give us more money.
Yeah, I mean, we maxed out our 12:30 kickoffs last season. No one else did.
Every single time, yeah.
So we should have TV right coverage. We should have been paid more than anyone. Be up, Colin. Been a member for 17 months. Much love to Colin, man. Much love to you, my friend. Wasn't it 14 in 2 seasons at 12:30? Yep.
It probably was actually.
It's just crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy, guys. Right, guys, we are going to leave it there.
22 for Liverpool, 4 for City.
Yeah.
Someone just wrote.
Not dodgy at all, is it?
Wow.
Not dodgy at all, is it?
That is wild. That is wild. Have you seen all the referees we've had this season?
Yeah, the ones that Klopp
one after the other. They're all those refs.
The ones that Liverpool officially put in complaints about. We always
every single one.
Liverpool always get the game straight after international duty as well. And City always have the extra day. Apart from this time around, we're playing on Sunday, so which is
and Slot said that as well. Like he said that like it was a bit like it was sarcasm.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be part of Liverpool's to go. I should, mate. I should. I do this for a living, by the way, mate. I do negotiate for a living.
Yes, it's job, man. To have 18 points after Ireland's first 7 games is great. Imagine if we beat Forest, it'd be 9 from 10. All competitions is a great start. Yeah, and I love it what Arne said as well when they asked him, "Do you think this is the perfect start?" And he went, "No, because I lost to Forest." So he can't get over that Forest defeat. He hates
it. Virgil can't get over it as well.
No, they hate. Yeah, Virgil. Every time they're interviewed,
I'm having nightmares over that game.
Yeah, Virgil and Arne can't get over that Forest game. Especially Arne, he brings it up every single game.
Every single game.
Yeah, we lost to Forest. Arne, please get over it
now. Didn't Forest draw with Chelsea?
Yeah, Forest are a hard team to beat.
Yeah, they're a good team.
A hard team to beat, man.
Yeah.
But guys, yeah, it's been great this evening. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Appreciate it. I'm on the Sam's channel tomorrow night at 11 p.m. So make sure you're tuning in tomorrow night on the Sam's channel. I'll be on there. We're having a Liverpool chat tomorrow night, and then on the weekend, I'm away the weekend, so I'll probably be back Monday now, guys. International football is quite, I don't want to talk about Virgil contract, Salah contract every single day because it's international break. That ain't good content. So I only want to bring you good content, guys. So because it's the international break, unless there's some breaking news or something, hits, then if a contract hits in the next week or so before the season starts again, obviously I'll do a video about it. But yeah, we'll see how we go for videos.
Can I also ask a request, mate? I am literally 4 people away from 600. Can someone put my channel in the chat? And can I please get to 600 like tonight? That would be amazing, guys and girls.
Let's have a look. Yeah, let's have a look.
Like I never ask for people to subscribe much. Like, but it would be great to get to 600 tonight.
Of course it would, mate. Of course it would. I don't even know what we're doing around here. I don't know why you're not on it already. Let's have a look.
Thanks, mate. I haven't got access to YouTube to do it. Like,
yeah, I don't know why you're not on. Right, what are you on right now? You're 3 away.
I'm 3. Someone's just subscribed now. Big up, Ty. Yeah, just get us to 600. That would be amazing. I mean, it'd be amazing to get to 1,000 because then I can do redirects and that.
There you go. Let's get my man.
Big up AA. Thanks.
Well, we're not leaving until this is done.
Appreciate it. Right. I really appreciate it.
Guys, hit the link in the chat.
Just
hit the link.
Thanks, Jamie.
Hit the link right now, guys. It won't take you away from you. It opens up another tab. Hit the link and hit subscribe. K-Mac, he's on here all the time. He's Liverpool community. We should all be helping each other out, All should be helping each other out. Let's get K-Mac to 600, guys. Come on.
Appreciate
and give them a sub and show some love. There you go. You're on 601. There you go. Big up, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate the love. Means a lot to us all, guys. Means a lot to K-Mac. Means a lot to me as well. K-Mac does good stuff over there. He does a little bit different things to me because he does a lot of statistic work and stat work and stuff on his channel as well, which is very interesting. I'm no good at that sort of thing. So if you want to see that, K-Mac's very good at it. So go over and watch K-Mac's channels for that.
I highly recommend you watch the show I did with Cal. It's an hour and a half long, and we go through loads of stuff about these 3 guys we've just talked about tonight.
There you go, guys. So go do that. It's just Liverpool content, the same it is here. Yeah. We don't talk about anything else, just Liverpool content. So go and check K-Mac out. He's my right hand. You're on 604 now. Look at that, growing as we speak.
Mate, you're a ledge. You're a ledge. Thanks a lot.
Growing as we speak. Right, guys. Thank you very much, you legends in the chat. Thank you very much for making everyone's day beautiful today. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you again probably on Monday. I'll probably be live again Monday, but I'm on the Sam's channel tomorrow night at 11 p.m. So make sure you're over there. So, guys, thank you very much. See you later. Goodbye for now.